Hey all, JTC here, and today I wanted to talk about and give my opinions on the microtransactions that Fat Shark is adding into Darktide. A couple of weeks ago, they announced that there is going to be a premium cosmetics store, as well as an in-game cosmetics store with two different currencies, and I wanted to give my opinions on them, but first, before I do that, I want to go ahead and read through the store FAQ that they released a couple of weeks ago. So, what's in the premium store? The premium store is focused on cosmetic items, that is, character skins, weapon skins, and other smaller customizable items, as well as DLC content. How does premium currency work? Aquillas are the currency used in the premium store to purchase any of the items available in it. Aquillas are currently only obtainable via in-game purchase. How does in-game currency work? Twins are a currency earned by doing activities in games such as completing missions or selling salvaged items. This currency is used for other in-game activities such as improving equipment. This currency is not usable for acquiring cosmetics from the premium store. How can I get cosmetics? There are two ways of getting cosmetics: progressing through the game or acquiring them through the premium store for Aquillas. Progress cosmetics will be given out as the player progresses through the story and the different challenges the game offers. Premium store cosmetics can be acquired as long as they're available and can be equipped by any character of that class account-wide. How can I manage my cosmetics? Cosmetics are parts of sets, which means they usually have matching parts that make for some really cool looks. However, players are free to swap around each part independently and make their own looks. So their FAQ basically says that the only way to get cosmetics is to either A, do the equivalent of Akri challenges, or B, purchase Aquillas with real-life money in order to obtain these cosmetics. This essentially confirms that the entire shilling system that as we know it in Vermintide is now obsolete, because there is no way to take the in-game currency and purchase cosmetics with it. Now, something else that I would like to point out is there are cosmetic sets that look really cool together, but they do allow us to mix and match them as we see fit. Now, I don't know if we're going to have to purchase cosmetics in these sets or if we can purchase them separately, but I do actually really like this because if anyone plays Dead by Daylight, their microtransaction and cosmetic scheme is just god-awful in that game because the cosmetic sets are linked and you cannot switch them and they're incredibly expensive. I'm talking like $20 to $30 for a single cosmetic. And if you were to I think someone added up like every single cosmetic you could buy in Dead by Daylight, and it was like over $300. It was ridiculous. Now, before I give my opinion on the premium currency system, I do want to point something out. Fat Shark has made a lot of mistakes in the past, that is true. However, they are not tone deaf to what their community wants, and they are also not stupid. They are very well aware, I am certain, that we do not want to be paying a lot of money for currency or for cosmetics, and in that sense, I am confident that they're not going to be asking $20, $30, $40 for a cosmetic. At most, I think it's going to be $15, maybe $20 at max, for a single cosmetic. In the same way, they also said that all cosmetics are account-wide, not character-wide. So once we purchase it once, we have it forever. So they're not going to make us purchase it time and time again. Now, I do understand that a lot of people are upset over the fact that Vermintide shilling system is now gone, in the sense that you can no longer grind the game to unlock most, not every, but most cosmetics for free. And don't get me wrong, I do understand why people are upset about that, but to play devil's advocate, I think a lot of people need to understand that Fat Shark is making a product and has the right to profit off of that product in some way. The shilling system in Vermintide was really, really good for us consumers because we didn't have to pay a dime. In fact, it was impossible for us to pay for most cosmetics in the game. We had to grind the game, which means we could only get most of the cosmetics for free. Of course, there were a couple of cosmetics that were paid only, but it was a minority of cosmetics. That entire system, while good for us, is not great for Fat Shark because it limits the amount of money they can make from cosmetic sales. And because of that, they can't make as much money as they could. But with this new system, they're going to be able to support their employees and support themselves a lot more. I also want to point out that microtransactions existing in a video game, even if that video game is paid, is not inherently bad. Because if you think about it, Video games have changed a lot over the years. Originally, you could just make a video game, drop it to the public, and never touch it again, and you were able to support yourself and your employees with no problem. However, that is no longer I'm just going to use the word meta for the lack of a better word. That is no longer the meta for video games. Now what developers do is they make a game and they support that game for years and years and years, and because of that, they're not able to pump out constant games, and they're not able to make a lot of money from new game releases. And because of that, they have to somehow pay their employees and keep the lights on, and how that's usually done is microtransactions. So the problem with microtransactions isn't the fact that they simply just exist. The problem with microtransactions comes when the implementation of them and their premium currency system becomes either manipulative and or scummy, such as locking base game content or what should be base game content behind microtransactions, or implementing premium currency in a scummy way, such as, oh, these cosmetics are 600 gold coins, but you can only buy them in packs of 100, 500, and 1,000, which incentivizes you to keep purchasing. If you want an example of a super scummy microtransactions in a video game, look into Diablo Immortal. There are so many videos, I'll link one down in the description for you guys to watch, that shows how incredibly manipulative and scummy the implementation of microtransactions are in that game, and how unacceptable they are. So far, just looking at this FAQ, we can already see that it's only going to be cosmetics locked behind a premium currency, which personally, I have no problems with, because cosmetics are not required to play the game. You can play the game in tattered rags, and it doesn't change the base game at all. And like I said, Fat Shark needs to make money somehow, and if they want to monetize cosmetics in order to do that, I honestly have no problem with it. And like I said before, Fat Shark today is not tone deaf to its community, and I am very hard-pressed to believe that they're going to be charging outrageous prices for these cosmetics, because they understand that we are already paying to play their game. This is not a free-to-play game. If it was free-to-play, they would have a little more freedom with their cosmetic prices, but I have a feeling that they understand that we're already paying for this game, so we're not going to want to spend a lot of money on cosmetics. I have also heard that some people are concerned that Fat Shark is going to fall into the temptation to design their premium currency and microtransaction system scummy in order to get extra money out of us, such as the weird pricing of cosmetics in order to incentivize us to purchase multiple premium currency packs, or the FOMO model, which is essentially just cosmetics are on a timed rotation to incentivize us to buy it so we don't miss out on it. And for the first one, I do agree that is actually pretty scummy. I hope they don't do that. Like I said, I have the hope and I have the trust in Fat Shark that they're not going to do it, but of course I don't know. But to be honest with you guys, for the FOMO model, I don't see a problem with it, and I don't really care if they do it or not, because literally every single business nowadays does it. Restaurants do it, clothing stores do it, car dealerships do it. If you look and watch TV, you'll sometimes see it on commercials. Oh, well, if you purchase this offer within the next 12 seconds, we'll give you a second thing for free, as well as not charge you shipping, but do it fast because they're running out. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not, if it bothers you, I'm not shitting on you. I actually want you to explain to me down in the comments below why it's a problem, because I genuinely don't understand why it's a problem. Hey all, editing JTC here. I threw out the original ending that I made to this video, and I'm going to re-record it because I discovered another concern that people had that I wanted to talk about. This was brought up to me in my Discord in a conversation I had in there, but I have heard this concern around just on Reddit and in general, so I know that other people have it, so I wanted to talk about it. The concern was that basically, the entire addition of premium currency into Darktide is proof enough that Fat Shark is going to do something scummy with it, because if they weren't, why would they not just allow us to purchase cosmetics directly? And some people seem to think, or some people seem to hold the opinion that because there's premium currency, something scummy is going to happen to that. Or something scummy is going to happen with that. And to that, I say, you just don't know. There's no way for us to know what Fat Shark is going to do with the premium currency, because they haven't really told us much. They've told us a little bit, which is what we went over at the beginning of the video, but other than that, we don't know anything. And to be honest, I think it's unfair to look at all of the other all of the other game dev companies who have done premium currency, good and bad, or in this case specifically bad, and directly apply it to Fat Shark, because Fat Shark has done nothing of this sort before. They've never used premium currency before, so of course we don't know how they're going to implement it. Can they implement it scummy? Yes, that's a possibility. Do I think they're going to? No, and that's just a personal belief I hold. And just to be completely blanket honest with you guys, I don't want to be all doom and gloom about this game and microtransactions. I'd rather be excited for a new game that Fat Shark is making, and I'd rather be hyped about it rather than being angry over what may or may not be with microtransactions. So, yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. If you have any other thoughts, questions, or you just want to talk, leave them down in the comment section below, and yeah, we can have a chat about this. Any opinions, and yeah, see y'all next time.